we came up with a name of an Arabic name called Jada. Jada has two meanings. One is a widespread rain, and second, plentiful givings. We think Jada and the name in Arabic represent what Jada should be doing and what we've been doing so far and what we're going to do in the future. The rain that we bring and the widespread rain that we bring, the giving that Jada helps provide, will help create a fertile ecosystem that you're part of. You've achieved a lot, and we're very honored to be partner with each one of you that helped created this fertile environment. Now, when we started, Jada had 5 main objectives. One was to help focus on the vision priority sectors. Second was to attract investment into cutting-edge startups in Saudi Arabia. Third was to foster local entrepreneurship and innovation in Saudi Arabia. Fourth was to achieve the accomplishment of the vision of the transformation of the Saudi economy, and finally to inject capital into Saudi SMEs. Achieve this, or we're trying to achieve this, by doing multiple things. One which is very important, and we think it's core to what we do, is to bring global best practices into the industry of fund management and GPs and investing in the private equity market in Saudi Arabia. Second was to support the local regulatory environment, which we're part of, and you're all part of. Third was to facilitate global dialogues, which is this event is part of, and also expand the VC and PE network. And finally, to develop literature in a nascent market like the Saudi economy. And I would like to draw your attention to this last achievement, or what we've been doing, which is literature in Saudi Arabia. We've been very blessed to work with world-class academics to develop case studies in the Saudi VC and PE industry. So far, we've developed 5 case studies with 3 leading universities. First one is with Professor Florian Vasfari of the London Business School. We also had Professor Robert Siegel of Stanford Graduate School of Business, and Professor Thomas Kluter of ASA Business Schools. These case studies were focused on a number of GPs. Some of them are actually, all of them are here, present today, and a couple of also startups. This is only the start. We're going to continue to develop case studies, focus both on GPs and also on startups to help showcase the industry, but also to help learning and nurture learning for emerging fund manager and emerging startups. As I said before, with your help, we've achieved way higher than what we expected. And I'm very glad to just go over you with the numbers, and the numbers speak from themselves. Committed capital has grown from 2019 by 226%. It reached about 2.7 billion by year end this year. Our cumulative deployed capital has grown up by 171% since 2019, totaling 751 million riyal. But not only that, jobs that we supported in Saudi Arabia exceeded 10,000 jobs, and that is only in Saudi Arabia. And as you know, we've invested in the region, and if we calculate the number of jobs in the region, it's actually exceeds 50,000 jobs that are part of our portfolio of funds and companies today. with that also come an increase in number of companies, of Saudi companies, and generally in companies. So we've reached about more than 450 companies so far this year. Our partners have reached to 29 partners as of 2022, and it has grown by 94%, and it continues to grow. We actually still have a great pipeline of funds. Some of them, which we're very happy to see, some of them are repeat GPs. So we've seen a number of funds have proven themselves, have invested, have deployed, have contributed to the development of the ecosystem and the jobs and the number of companies in Saudi Arabia, and they've come back to us for second and third funds, and that is something we would love to see and continue to see in the future. One thing that we're proud of, and this is the essence of creation of Jada, is this multiplier effect. We wouldn't have been able to invest into 400 companies in 4 years, or support 50,000 jobs or 10,000 jobs into Saudi Arabia if we've done it alone. That's why we did it through a fund of funds. But the other benefit, very important benefit of investing into funds, is to attract third-party capital. So it's not only Jada capital, it's not only PIF capital, and it's not only the government capital. Private capital is very important, and the continuous success of the private equity industry will not happen without the help and support of the private capital. We're just paving the way for private capital to come and invest. We are taking the risk before anybody else. We're de-risking the industry. But private capital is the true proof that this industry succeed or fail. So far, we're very proud that private capital is actually investing alongside with us. Every riyal that we've invested, 5 riyal came along our investment into our funds. So the deployment that we just talked about, when you talk about investing into Saudi Arabia, just take a multiplier of 5x and you'll get a number. This number has been consistent. So if we invest 4 billion, if we deploy our 4 billion, that will mean hopefully 20 billion of deployment into Saudi Arabia. When we grow our capital, and that is the plan, because we still believe we're just starting to see a movement and a great success story in the private equity and venture capital industry, that multiplier will continue and actually grow even bigger as more private investors believe in the story, believe in you, believe in the companies and startups that you support.